This is the GSX1250FA, and we are just cleaning the chain today. There was a lot of hardship put into mounting the motorcycle onto its centre stand. I only weigh 65 kilograms. The motorcycle itself, with a full tank of fuel, weighs 260 kilograms. I noticed that when taking it out of gear, it makes it more maneuverable to get onto the central stand, where if you have it in gear, it makes it a lot tougher. You can't see, but where I am, where I park my motorcycle, it's on a slight hill. Everything's on a slight hill, unfortunately, so that goes against you a little bit as well. But we managed to get it on its central stand. The products that I am using is the good old WD-40 motorcycle chain cleaner. I've already sprayed some on the chain, and the chemical is doing its thing, breaking down all that dirt and debris that has gotten on the chain through the wet weather. I also have Porcelain DX11 chain spray. It's a very great lube, synthetic racing chain lube, non-fling formula. I also have heat-proof gloves. They're a little too big for me, so I'm not going to be using those, and it's not going to get hot. Got an old rag, a new chain cleaning brush. Excuse my speech, I still need a bit of speech therapy, and just some water in a air pressured bottle. That has been sitting for some while now, the WD-40, so that's done its thing. What I'm going to do is now going to apply some more WD-40 onto the chain. Short bursts. That's probably another spin, and now we want to get the other side of the chain. Don't want to get it on my tyre, so hold it here. Let that do its work. Now we're going to get my brush. I'm also going to apply some WD-40 on my brush. I just do that, and then let's start scrubbing. I'm going to skip the scrubbing part because you all know how to scrub a chain, so I'm not going to bore you with that. As you can see, it's had a good scrub, so we're just going to wait a little and apply some more WD-40. Once I've done that, I'm going to take the rug, I'm going to wipe it all off, apply some more WD-40, give it another scrub, and then once I've done that, I'm just going to rinse off with water again. Use the rag, get it all off before applying this. Or what I will do is, once I've put water on it, dried it off with this, run the motorcycle for a bit just to flick the water off if there's any remaining bits of droplets of water. That way when I do apply the lubricant, it sticks on like honey. And just wipe it over. Looks alright. And then I'm going to try to get the rest off with some water. I'm just going to go with my Essex accent, water, and spray the rest off. Doing actually quite a good job. Oh look, it's coming off. Oh, look at all the dirt coming off of it. Look at all this dirt coming off. You see that? It's filthy. Now I'm just going to let it drip for momentarily, then I will use the rag. But look, see that? That's a silicone pipe. There's a lot of dirt behind the sprocket cover, which the reason I won't take the sprocket cover off is because behind the sprocket cover there's like some wires and that, and it's not just a simple I'll remove the sprocket cover and clean the front sprocket. There's a lot more to it than just that, so that's the reason why I don't want to do it. I've done it on my SVF650. I had three of those. So with the Suzuki SFV650, to take off the sprocket cover, you would first have to dismantle the shifter, the gear shifter, and then you're able to access the bolts and the sprocket cover to take the sprocket cover off. And then behind the sprocket cover there was like some wires and stuff, so yeah, not ideal. But I knew the SVF enough. I had enough knowledge and experience working with it to be able to do things like that, where this, I don't have that knowledge and experience, so I'm going to leave that to my mechanic. Once I've given this a once over with the rag, wow, that's a lot of dirt coming off. I am going to turn the motorcycle on, let you guys listen to a cold start, and just let the chain flick the rest off. That's dry enough. 2 meters away from the motorcycle, I will blur out my registration plate, and the camera is zoomed out by 0.5%. Listen to this. Definitely needs adjustment. Can you hear it bouncing about and hitting the swing arm? See? It's bouncing and hitting the swing arm. That means it needs the chain adjusted. .5% zoomed out, roughly 2 meters away from the motorcycle. blown away how it actually moves when you do this. Look at it move. I'm not sure if you can see it. See? Chain is still hitting that. Some porcelain, a lot of it. Because I apply a lot, I know. That should be enough. Fan works, so that's good. I can hear that coming on while we're operating. That's good. Well, that chain is causing the motorcycle to proper move about. See, every time the chain does that, because it needs an adjustment, it causes the whole motorcycle to, okay, I better start switching my motorcycle off as it's spitting out coolant. So neutral. And it's still making this sound. Play that one more time and you should hear a du 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 du. Turn the motorcycle on. One more time. 3, 2, 1.